Okay, everyone, good evening, good evening. Welcome to, I think this one is one of the best games of the round. It's the game between Yamal versus Dark Horse of MSA. This is the game between Daniel versus EMIT Visuals. The Yamal of MSA versus the Dark Horse of MSA locking horns in the Challenge Cup. In the Challenge Cup quarterfinals. We just saw the game between Logic and Blaze. Obviously, Logic did not do well. And he ran away for the second leg. But this time, we're going to have Daniel versus EMIT. So yeah, waiting for both players to get into the field of play. So yeah, Daniel is already ready to go all the way in this Challenge Cup. This Challenge Cup quarterfinals. So yeah, the game is well on the way, I would say. So yeah, good evening from wherever you are and wherever you're watching from. Welcome to the MSA Gamers Challenge Cup quarterfinals between Daniel versus EMIT, Yamal versus Dark Horse of MSA. And the Dark Horse of MSA, which is EMIT, is gonna go all out attack with the 3-1-4-2 formation, which is actually a weird one. Which is actually a very weird one. But Daniel, who is the host, is coming out with his 4-4-2 holding formation, and we know Daniel to be one of the best players to have the best wing play in EA currently, like in FC Mobile generally, and hopefully we're gonna see some of the wing play in show tonight. But yeah, Daniel is on the run with Yamal. We know what he did the last time he played against Tomiwa in the round of 16 when we saw Ankara Yamal. But here's the first goal. Daniel crosses it straight to Ousmane Dembele, and Dembele heads it straight home into the far corner of the net. Courtois check-in is not saving that for no reason. Daniel in the lead already. His EMIT, who is using the 3-1-4-2 formation, which is actually a very unusual formation. Is that going to pay dividend to him today? I don't know. Time will tell. I see Josephine saying EMIT for the win, but Dembele is on the run. Alaji couldn't get past Van de Ven. Yes, Semenyo to Martin Odegaard. Yes, Kylian Mbappe tried to lane change, but Desailly, a very good defender, blocks it. Yes, there's Redoué to Ousmane Dembele. Elasticos to Kylian Mbappe. Dispossessed by the defender. Now Yamal can go, but he passes his infield to Luka Modric with a nice bullet pass to Ousmane Dembele. And now Lionel Messi. Ooh, nice dribble by Messi. Beats the defender easily. Messi, we know how good Daniel is on the wing play. Messi, 2-0 in favor of Daniel. Defensive error by Van de Ven, and Messi capitalizes straight away. Daniel with 2 goals already in the first 30 minutes of the tie. Don't forget his home and away. And Daniel already leading 2-0 in his home. EMIT, who came with a 3-1-4-2 formation, I think that's going to haunt him. But yes, water. This is why we are here. We are here for goals like this, for moments like this. What a beautiful goal by Kylian Mbappe. Great first touch. And then the overhead kick past the goalkeeper easily. And then Yamal, watch out for the wing play from Daniel. Daniel is so deadly at this. Yamal on the run. This is going to beat Desai. He beat him easily like he wasn't there. And that's 3-1. Daniel, like I said, Daniel, the Yamal of MSA, is so good on the wings. Both wings is dangerous. And now he has obviously showed us that he's great. He's a great winger in the FC Mobile community. I mean, great winger with his palms, and he's showing that already. What a beautiful goal by Lamine Yamal. Beats Desai like he wasn't there. Slots it in the corner of the net. Keeper couldn't save that for nothing. And yeah, there are some tactical changes from EMIT, bringing on Federico Valverde, but I, 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 I don't think that's going to do much in the game today. Here's Nico Williams. Tries to find Mbappe, but Modric reads it. Marquez to Nico Williams to Dembele to Messi. I don't think we've seen Desiree Doué from Daniel yet, which is actually going to be a threat in the second half. Messi tries to find Dembele, but that wasn't working. And yes, Desiree Doué on the ball to Mbappe. Yes, Dembele, he can go all the way. Alaji Dembele, is he going to find a pass? He finds a pass. He finds Federico Valverde. The substitute who just entered the game has made it 3-2. And then it has put Desiree Doué, like I said earlier. Doué is in the game. George Best is in the game. He's trying to work on the wings again. Here's Nuno Mensch to Ousmane Dembele. Van de Ven following him all the way. Here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams with the roulette. He's going to beat Gabriel. Ousmane Dembele. Lane changes. Read by Valverde. And here's Marquez. Rice. Nice bullet pass to Desailly to Mbappe. Mbappe to Dembele. Dembele tries to do the elastical, but Van Dijk stood strong. But Dembele here has done his own elastical successfully and left Desailly in his wake. But Peter Cech has to come all the way to save the ball. If not, it was going to be 4-2 in favor of Daniel. But he wins the corner. He passes to George Best. Is that a good pass? Yes, it is. George Best is possessed by Desiree Doué. Now Valverde, and now EMIT can go on the counter with Mbappe. But is that a good pass? Yes. No, it's not actually a good pass. Nico Williams could have run past Moreno. But I mean, Mbappe should have been passing to Williams, passing to Dembele. But yes, Desiree Doué, fresh from the bench. Desiree Doué finds Marquez. Marquez to check. Is that not offside? Ref says no, that should be offside, I think, because the player was standing right in front of Cech. But then the FC Mobile community referee said no, it's not offside. And there's 4-2 in favor of Daniel against EMIT. We have second leg coming up, but EMIT needs to find a goal to actually have a fit in this game, because like this is going to be an uphill task to climb in the second leg, knowing that Daniel will most likely score in the second leg. And Daniel's trying to make it 5, but then the game ends at 4-2. 6 goals was witnessed from both players. So Daniel 4, EMIT 2. Daniel the Yamaha of MSA versus EMIT, the Dark Horse of MSA. This might be the end of the road for EMIT in the Challenge Cup. But then we have a second leg tie to go before we know what's going to happen. Waiting for EMIT to send for the second leg. And hopefully he's going to perform better in the second leg. But the formation he used, trust me, was not favorable to him. Imagine using 3-4-1-2 in your away game. I mean, you only do that when you know you're on the losing side already. But then he started with it, and Daniel exposed him, because we know how good Daniel is on the wings. And if you don't have fullbacks to mark his wingers, you are cooked. You are very, very cooked. There's nothing you can do about that. And we just saw it today. He scored 4 goals, and I think 3 of those 4 goals were from the wings. And that's why we call him the Yamaha of MSC, or maybe the name of MSC, anyhow you want to call it. But he's so great at the wings. So you need to have a strong fullback who's gonna defend against those wingers. Because if you're using 3 at the back, your centre backs are cooked. But yeah, second leg is on. Hopefully EMIT has changed his formation, because I think he can't win with that formation. But let's see how it goes. Currently, the aggregate score is 4-2 in favor of Daniel. And yeah, the EMIT changed the formation. No, he did not. 3-1-4-2 is still in play. But then is he gonna cook with it, or is he gonna get cooked? Time will tell. But Daniel still with his 4-4-2 holding formation. There's no need for him to change anything. He's on the driving seat. He just won the first leg, 4-2. He has a 2-goal advantage going to the second leg. And now yes, EMIT kicking us off from left to right. There's Declan Rice on the ball to Federico Valverde. He started Valverde this time, maybe because of the 1 goal he scored in the first leg. But here's Odegaard. I'm sure Odegaard is here because of his bullet pass, nothing else. And I just showed you why he's here. Valverde misses the ball, but he wins it quickly. There's Doué. Doué is still on the ball. Ooh, that was a nice kill by Doué. Ooh, lane change so early. I don't know why everybody loves lane changing so early. But here's Rafael Marquez to Lionel Messi. Messi bullied up the ball. No, he wasn't. He finds Marquez to Yamal. And now Daniel has gone on the wings again. You know how dangerous he is on the wings. Ooh, that offside. No, it's not. The game on. Here's Mbappe to Dembele. Dembele, Declan Rice now to Federico Valverde. Here's the no mensch to Van Dijk to Nico Williams. Williams to Dembele. Dembele to Lionel Messi. Messi to Dembele. Dembele now with the ski move. Reverse elastico. Now Nico Williams. Nico Williams. It's so easy for Daniel. It's so easy for Daniel. It's so easy. Ooh, he couldn't get the shot off the way. But then you see how easy it is on the wings. He's so deadly on the wings. He can beat any defender easily. Not to talk of not having any fullback attacking, marking him off the ball. Van der Ven heads the ball out. And yes, Yamal. Yamal on the ball. Yamal on the ball. He's gone to that wing spot. Ankara Yamal. Ankara Yamal has made it 1-0 in favor of Daniel. Yamal has scored for Yamal of MSA to make it 1-0 and 5-2 on aggregate in favor of Daniel. We know how deadly he is on the wings. I've been saying this every day. I preach this every day. When it comes to wing play, Daniel is the best you can see anywhere. And I'm telling you this for free. And yes, Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo, nice ball. Semenyo, nice strength. Bullied the... Valverde tried to strike with his weak foot. I really thought he would take the ball to his right foot and finesse, but he did not do that. Courtois was strong and put the ball out. And yes, Odegaard with a good cross. Nico Williams couldn't head home. And now Yamal can go on the counter if the ref is going to allow him. No, the ref says no. You have to stop there. And that's 45 minutes gone. One more 45 minutes to go. But I think just as the 45 minutes has gone, I think EMIT has gone also. There's nothing you can do anymore. 3 goes down in the tie. 45 minutes to go. EMIT is gone. That's my prediction already. But let's see how the second half unfolds. But I don't think EMIT can do much. I won't see Daniel scoring one more goal from the wings because Desiree Doué is not in the game yet. Nice anticipation by Desai. And yes, Valverde to Alaji Dembele to Odegaard. Nice dribble by Odegaard. Couldn't find Mbappe. Fat Mbappe has been a shadow of himself. I mean, he has not even been performing, to be fair. And yes, Lionel Messi. Messi on the ball. Tries to find Dembele. Declan Rice reads it. Now Valverde to Fat Mbappe. Fat Mbappe to Alaji Dembele. Nice reverse elastico. Alaji Dembele. Is he going to shoot now? Yes, he does. One goes to one. That's 1-1. EMIT says he's not going to lose at his home. Even if he's lost away, he can't lose at his home. I like that. Fighting for pride, fighting for dignity. Hopefully he gets another goal and wins in his home. But that doesn't mean he's going to win the tie because, I mean, technically he needs 2 goals to stay in the tie and it's 25 minutes to go. I mean, there's still time if he can score before the 80th minute. But yes, Nico Williams to Dembele to Desiree Doué. Dispossessed by Van der Ven. Now Fat Mbappe to Alaji Dembele. Alaji Dembele still with the ball. Can he find his partner? No, he couldn't. Now it's Nico Williams to Dembele. Watch out for this. This looks deadly for Van der Ven. Pray for Van der Ven, guys. I told you pray for Van der Ven. Did you pray for Van der Ven? No, he did not. I know what Daniel can do when he's 1v1 against a defender. He's gonna make you wish you never played football, and that's what he just did to Van der Ven. And that's 2-1 in favor of Daniel. 6-3 in aggregate. Daniel has his 3 goals lead again in aggregate. Yes, Martin Odegaard tries to do the elastico, didn't work for him. Nico Williams to Dembele, now Doué, who Desai anticipated very well. And yes, Alaji Dembele blocked off by Virgil van Dijk. Couldn't find Marquez. Valverde. That wasn't a good tackle, and the ref says free kick. Can he score from here? He chose to pass instead, and that was the wrong pass. Now Dembele on the ball. Alaji Dembele on the ball. This is the 90th minute. Is he going to make it? Oh, no, he couldn't. But that was a good game. Good game from Daniel. We know how good he is on the wings, and he always shows us, and he has done it once again. And Daniel has gone straight into the semi-finals of the MSA Challenge Cup, and he's going to face a winner between Nicolas Zerkov and Kelvin. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. Daniel, at the end of the day, won 6-3 on aggregate against EMIT, the dark horse of MSA. That's the end of EMIT's journey in the Challenge Cup. It was a good run, and he did well. Thank you all for watching. One more game to go by 10